outside in Barcelona.
Yeah, where are we going?
We're going to our second coffee shop today.
Nah.
So we already did one. It was kind of nice. Coffee was cheap. They say, I looked up these nomad sites. They said Barcelona is very expensive, but I don't know what they were talking about, because our apartment in quite a nice neighborhood, we're like in like Gracia or like just outside it. It's like 1,000 a month, and we just paid like €2 for a coffee. So I don't think I'll spend more than Bali, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It just depends on how you live. If you see this life, you don't need to make tens of thousands. You just live a bit normal, conservatively. You don't need a lot of money, right?
No.
Or you spend a lot.
No.
You make a lot.
Depends what you do. No, I don't.
No.
I want to go shopping though.
Back at it. New video is planned in from this little coffee shop here in Barcelona. I got a fun story for you guys. I'll do like a little voiceover. Hopefully you are liking the new style of video. Let me know. I'm trying to be a bit more creative and artsy, I guess. Like in my head, I'm starting to become more comfortable with the creating content in general, and I'm going more all in on my brand, as I talked about before, and that's really what I want to do. So also want to try to create some stories and narratives around that each week. Maybe even pick like a topic to highlight each week, and then I envision it to be like me talking, and then you'll see some B-roll of me doing something, and then there is some voiceover sometimes, and yeah, just trying to get more creative. Trying to get my inner Casey Neistat out a little bit. Hopefully you guys like it. Let me know in the comments, of course. But yeah, I'm just here to improve, man. I don't even know why I'm using this, because I can just use this. I said I was gonna do a little voiceover. The first day I was outside. Later in this video you'll see a little clip of me walking around with my notebook. But I was outside, and it was like the main street, and apparently it's like the street you don't walk on at night. I don't know. How do I know? So I just walk there, I go back home with my notebook, and then some dudes start to follow me, talk Spanish to me. Do I look like I speak Spanish? Like I don't. So I didn't know what to do. So at some point I just stare at him, like, go away, dude. And he's like, wah, wah, wah. And I'm like, dude, I'm like, fuck off. And he's like, wah, wah, wah. I'm like, go away. And then he's like, I kill you. And I'm like, yeah, dude. Like, he was not intimidating, but you never know. Like, these crackheads are probably dangerous, because the people with nothing to lose are the most dangerous people, because they have nothing to lose. Anyways, he left. In hindsight, maybe I should have just kept walking, but he was really like harassing me, you know? And then the day after, so that happened, right? First day, I was like, nice welcome. The day after, I sit in this coffee shop. I'm just sitting there and I'm working. And then I leave my phone next to my laptop, and my girl is sitting to the right of it. And then I walk out of the bathroom, and some guy screams at me, he got your phone. So I'm like, what the fuck? And I start running outside, chasing this guy until I catch up and I grab onto him. And I look at this guy that told me he has my phone. I'm like, he has my phone? And he was like, yeah. And in my head I was like, but what if you have my phone? Or what if you just want to get me outside to get my laptop? And I'm like, oh, I don't know what's going on. So I grab onto this guy and I hold on to him, and I'm like, you're gonna give my phone back. You have to give my phone back. Grabbing on pretty tightly. He was like my height and pretty skinny. And he was like, no, Spanish again. Like, I don't speak Spanish, so I'm sorry, dude, but you have my phone. I'm like, you give me my phone back or I punch you. I don't know if he understood me. But I kind of started being a bit more like shaking him up and a bit more intimidating. And then he like opened his bag and grabbed my phone out of it and just gave it back to me. Now my girl ran outside and she was like seeing what was going on. I started talking Dutch to her, which she doesn't talk. Anyways, I was like, you need to see if there's any more stuff that is gone inside, which there wasn't, luckily. And then I had my phone, so I like let him go, and we called the police and nothing happened. Police never came. That's probably why it happens in places like this, because people aren't scared of the police. Anyways, those were my first days in Barcelona. They were pretty nice. Good welcome. Doing outreach on the LinkedIn Sales Navigator to try and get more organizations on the platform. The platform just launched. I showed a little bit of it in the last video, but basically the community that I'm building, called Exchange Life Community, big pages across different social media. And the question we got a lot was how to become an exchange student. So I was an exchange student myself, and that's where I started it 4 years ago. And throughout the years, because this has been 4 years, years now. I've been getting this question and I was so focused on building a clothing brand that I was just doing that. But maybe, and that's what I'm figuring out now, because an exchange program is higher ticket, of course, going on an exchange. It's like a year program and you go to the United States or you go to another country. Doing a business model that involves the exchange programs themselves is a better way to monetize a community. So like I said last time, I believe that you can have a significant business in any niche. You just have to find the right angle and product and way to monetize it. I don't know, by the way, if I should look here or here. I should start look here. It's for me easy to look here. I'll look here. That's what I'm figuring out now. The platform just has launched and I'm doing outreach and all this shit really in the trenches. You have to be basically sending out messages about the platform, showing some results, all of these different things. I created a page where you can find all the leads that currently cannot find a program, so organizations can see, hey, we're missing out on these. I'm really trying to create a no-brainer offer around it as well. I haven't implemented Alex Ramozzi's book for this, but I have a pretty good offer. I can show results, so we'll see how it goes. And yeah, basically working on expanding the platform, getting more organizations on there and stuff like that. Doing outreach when I'm bored, basically. What do you do when you're bored? If you do outreach, you're onto the right track. I just woke up, it's Saturday morning, doing some work today. I'm trying to get the routine going. There's a little coffee place close. I think in the morning I meditate and I do some other things every morning. I think it's nice after to get a little coffee, do some work there for an hour and then go back home and, you know, really do some deep work. Because you can only work that much or that concentrated, right, in a cafe environment. I think I probably made a pretty big mistake. The last video I told you guys that I was investing in new products, this and that. And one of the things that I'm doing is an e-product guide for exchange students, basically videos about different topics and then video calls and guidance for their exchange. I kind of just assumed that this would hit, right? And I didn't do any research or ask any questions first to students and groups and different things. So turns out, you know, I invested some money into that, paid different exchange students to get together to make all these videos. And I think the demand for it is pretty low. I kind of need to find a different angle or a different way to approach it to actually make it work and sell it. So yeah, in the streets of Barcelona, it's kind of nice. This is around the Gracia area. If you guys can see, there's not that much pretty buildings, but in general, it's a really pretty place. We were in this mainstream tourist place first for a few days. Wasn't so nice up here. It's way more nice, way more peaceful. Just created a little routine here. I noticed that for me, for instance, now it's 11:30. Been here since around 8. I can do like a solid 4 hours in the morning of deep work in one go, and then I get a little bit of fried. So I was kind of thinking, what can I do for my routine? I've kind of been slacking on the reading, so I need to read a bit more. I'm learning more and more on how I work best and what my best schedule is. So yeah, just trying to create my schedule. I'm like a routine guy. For instance, I only wear black shirts. I have a favorite one that I have like 5 of. I wear the same sandals and shorts, and you know, I really like doing the same thing when I find my thing, and I'm trying to find my routine as well now. 350 individuele berichten naar toekomst. Yo, nice man. Ciao, succes. So I just finished a little email session. I'm redoing all the emails for Exchange Live, really attacking it from a different angle than usual emails. So I'm doing that with my friend who's doing an email agency, and we basically do like sessions where we in 3-4 hours just sit together, work on the emails, brainstorm, and that way, yeah, really be able to share ideas and be more proactive about it. And it's really awesome. So yeah, basically setting it up all in one time really well and really thought through, and then keep you guys updated on that. It's really interesting. Before I thought email was like kind of air and bullshit, but one of my best friends from home, one of the only friends that was kind of still with me a lot when I was going through the phase of like, you know, trying to find myself and starting to read and doing my own thing, not going to parties. So he's doing email lessons, so that's awesome, and he showed me a different view of it a few months ago, so we're really working on that. And yeah, it's a significant amount of revenue as well, percentage wise for the brand. So I mean, if you can get your email revenue percentage up to like 25-30%, it's a really good place to be, and a lot of brands aren't there right now. So if you're building a brand and your email is lacking, it is significant, it isn't air. Yeah, get that up, you know? Pretty fried, boys. Worked a lot today. I'm going out to eat with some Bali boys. Some guys that I know from Bali, young guys to my age. But let me know, can I wear this hat seriously? Do I look absolutely ridiculous? I don't know. I'm not sure yet, but I need to go get a haircut, so that's why I'm wearing it. You should go follow me on Twitter. I'm gonna be more active on Twitter. Follow me there. So one of you in the comments let me know that it's kind of unclear still what I'm doing with the brand, and as I'm focusing on it more now, I want to really make that clear as well. Hopefully throughout these videos it's already becoming more clear. Now I'm kind of showing a bit more in detail what I'm doing, and this is really what I'm focusing focusing on now because this is what I really want to do. As I said before, my agency is just for me to be able to stay alive, travel, pay my bills, and invest in the brand. Because like I said in last video, a lot of the months are a loss for the brand because I'm investing, I'm creating new products, I'm innovating. So I needed something to fund that with, which is why I started my agency. And I'm bootstrapping everything, so I didn't raise investment. And as you know, e-commerce is really capital intensive. The brand, check out in the description, there's a link where you go to the place where you can see everything that we're doing with the brand. So I built a big community with the brand. It's almost at 100k followers, so all organic. I'm building a platform now. It's all based for exchange students. So I was an exchange student in the United States. That's why I started it. I chose this niche because I'm passionate about it, and for 4 years I've been trying to build things for the niche. I'm building a platform now where you can find an exchange program that fits you. I have merchandise. I have a guide, an e-product where I help exchange students with their exchange. So all of these different things I'm doing now, basically it's a niche-based brand because I cannot just be a dropshipper and find products until they work. No, I chose a niche and now I'm trying things until they work, if that makes sense. Alright, so for the emails, I'm already doing great with the emails. So I'm consistently above 25% of the revenue of the brand through emails, so that's really good. Basically, it's all very personal. It's about my story, building the brand, and it's really taking people with what we're doing also through other people in the community. But right now it looks like this, right? It looks kind of chaotic. I wanted to make it a bit more nice. So what we're gonna test is basically the same. This is the same type of content, but just have it more in the style of the brand, right? Have it all a bit more professional and clear. And then for the emails where we do want to make it text, do text only. So it's either this where it's a little bit more beautiful, or it's only text, and not this where it's half text, half still some things. So that's basically what we're gonna try. And of course, this is all assumptions, and that's with anything. You have to go and split test this to see what works better. But it's also nice if it looks good, right? You want to be consistent throughout your social media, on your Instagram, on your TikTok, but also on your website, but also on your email and everything on the back end. Pokemon Safari. We're gonna catch a Pokemon today. No. I told you before, no one can beat my sandals. Neither like my shirt that's about to pop. Or my Pokemon hat.
Yours?
Huh?
Yours?
Part-time.
Yes, when I allow it.
Part-time mine. We found nature in the middle of Barcelona. We're on the outskirts of Barcelona now.
Yeah.
We went into our apartment, which has airco, which is really hard to find here apparently. So it's nice.
Yes. Necessities.